Yo, what's going on, guys? We're here. It is week number 2 of the NFL season now. I got my shit right here. So let's break it down. We're heading into week 2 of the season. Week 1, I went 10-5 in predictions. Basically, I got the Pats wrong. I got the Cards Lions wrong because I thought the Cardinals would win that game. I got the Jags Texans wrong. I got the Saints Vikings wrong, and I got my Giants wrong. Those are the 5 I got wrong. I changed last second to the Broncos winning, so that was unbelievable. Let's talk about some of the games before we get into week 2. So, the Chiefs won the first game of the season. That was crazy with Kareem Hunt showing up, Alex Smith showing up, that entire team just looking great. Patriots kind of scare me now. Their defense is hit with injuries. The whole team's hit with injuries. It's all going down on Brady. How's that going to affect our season? Who knows? We'll have to see. As for the Bucks Dolphins game, the reason why I went 10-5 is the Bucks Dolphins game didn't happen, so I couldn't have 16 predictions. Only had 15. The Jags Texans game, this was crazy. The Jaguars had 10 sacks, which is an all-time record in a game, and Calais Campbell had 4 of them. That is unbelievable. And the Texans look really bad. I mean, we'll have to see. The Falcons-Bears one was really good. That went right down to the wire, which was awesome. Ravens shut out the Bengals. It's embarrassing. Rams looked amazing, destroying the Colts. Giants looked terrible. Their defense, I'll say this for the Giants, for the amount of possessions the Cowboys offense had, the Giants defense did extremely well by only limiting them to 1 touchdown the entire game. And finally, this game, the Broncos-Chargers, I was at the gym during this game, and I went in the shower. The score was 24-7 or something like that, and then I come out, and it was the score 24-21. So I was like, what the hell happened? And then on the way home, the game ended, and I didn't have the radio on. I was listening to my music instead of listening to the game, and they won on a block kick. That was incredible. That's a great way to start. That's a great way to kick off the NFL season. But without further ado, we move on to week 2. And week 2, I'm not really sure what's coming up week 2. We got Cowboys Broncos. We'll get to that. We're gonna go in order though. So we're gonna start off with the Texans and the Bengals coming out. It should be tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna get this up in the morning. So we got the game coming out tonight. Bengals Texans, the first color rush game of the season. Because last Thursday was NFL kickoff. This Thursday is the first color rush game. So as you can see, both teams did really bad. Someone's gonna get their first win of the season. Who's it gonna go to? I don't know. The Bengals got completely shut out. Texans didn't, so I'm gonna have to go with the Texans on this one. Next up, we have Browns Ravens. Now the Ravens defense looked incredible against the Bengals, completely shutting out their opponent, and the Browns held into the game against the Steelers with the killer bees all out in the field. If Myles Garrett was out there, a lot of different things could happen. Who knows how long Myles Garrett's going to be out for? But for now, I'm going to stick with the Ravens. They're going to go 2-0. Next up, we have Bears-Bucks. The Bucks' first game of the season, they have Mike Evans on the field. They have Deshaun Jackson on the field. They have a lot of potential to absolutely destroy the Bears. But the Bears, they're all right. Tariq Cohen showed the fuck up. That was an incredible performance by him. Not to mention Kareem Hunt's rookie performance, but Tariq Cohen's was just as good. But in this game, I'm going to take the Buccaneers. Next game, we have Vikings-Steelers, and this is going to be a good one. But the Steelers are at home, and the Steelers at home are a much different team than the Steelers on the road. So with that, I'm going to take the Steelers. Next up, we have Patriots and Saints. This is a weird matchup. I'm not really sure because you have Drew Brees in that offense, that incredible offense of Drew Brees, and you have the Patriots The injuries are screwing them. But I mean, you can see their top rushing team: Mike Gillisley and the Rex Burkhead and James White, Dion. Like there's just so many running backs in there. But I really don't think the Patriots are going to fall to 0-2. They cannot do that. If they fall to 0-2, there's going to be a lot of talk going on about them. So, but the thing is, yeah, they're going to win. I'm going to go with the Patriots over the Saints. Next up, we have the Eagles and the Chiefs. This is going to be a good game. I already know it. Now, the Chiefs' defense is ranked 24th here, probably because the Patriots scored 3 TDs on them, 3 rushing TDs. But I mean, they took over that second half of the game. They just shut down Brady. So, and Kareem Hunt looked incredible. And then you have Tyreek Hill looking really good. Alex Smith looking really good. Again, that's week 1. But yeah, it's the reigning Super Bowl champions, so it's the thing. Eagles also looked really good against the Redskins. Gotta go back to week 1. Eagles, Redskins. That end of the game when Kirk Cousins fumbled the ball, that was not a fumble at all, in my opinion. He threw that forward into Brandon Graham's head, and they ruled it a fumble. But whatever, man. The game's over. What are you gonna do? Who's gonna take this one though? It's in Arrowhead, so it's gonna be the Chiefs. Titans-Jaguars division matchup. Jaguars defense, like I said, looked absolutely stunning out there. However, oh my god, last time they played, they blew them out. But then they're high-scoring affairs. Look at these games are high-scoring. Blake Bortles didn't look the best. It was really the defense that won the game against the Texans. The Titans, they're good. I mean, they should be good. And being it's a division matchup, anything goes. I'm going to take the Titans on this one. Next up, we have Cardinals at Colts. Both teams that looked very underwhelming in the first game of the season. But the Colts don't have a starting quarterback. The Cardinals do. However, the Cardinals lost David Johnson. And that is not good. So, what's really going to happen here? I don't know. They said Kerwin Williams is starting. I don't know how much of a player Kerwin Williams is. But there's, like, the Colts, they have Scott Tolzien or Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett's played a game and a half, and he had a broken thumb during it. And then he played against the Rams for, like, a quarter. So he really didn't have enough to prove. Scott Tolzien has not won a game in the NFL. So, I'm going to take the Cardinals in this one. Next up, Bills-Panthers. Now, this is a good one. This should be a good one. Reason why. Oh my god, they've only played in the wow, they haven't played each other in a while. Alright, well, Panthers defense is pretty good. But, I mean, Bills played the Jets, so these ratings are not really the best. However, Shady McCoy did have 150 yards from scrimmage, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. This will be a good one. This will be a good game. But the Panthers are at home. Oh, man. I don't know. You know, I kind of want to take the Bills, right? But if the Panthers are back to their 2015 form, which how did they do week 1? They beat the 49ers with the Kyle Shanahan offense. So yeah, we'll go. I mean, sure, it's not the same offense as the Falcons was, but it's the same mind. So I'm going to take the Panthers over the Bills on this one. Next up, we have Jets-Raiders. I'm not even going to... Jets suck. Raiders better. Raiders win. Let's just be real here. Next up, we have Dolphins against the Chargers. Dolphins' first game of the season. Chargers blew it yet again. I don't think they've ever, like, made an epic comeback. They've always seemed to blow their epic comebacks. But they're in they're in that shit stadium in LA. I don't like that shit stadium in LA. So I'm going to take the Dolphins. It's probably a bad idea, but whatever. Next up, Niners, Seahawks. Both teams are... I don't want to say the Seahawks looks bad, but their offensive line does not help. 49ers defensive line consists of studs. I'm kidding. I can name the... It's like Solomon Thomas, a rookie. And there's like DeForest Buckner, the 2-year veteran. And then there's... That's it. I can't name anyone else on that D line. So... and they only scored 3 points against the Panthers, if I'm not mistaken. And this defense is better. So I'm going to take the Seahawks over the Niners. And it's going to rain. Ooh. It's going to rain that day. Next up, we have Redskins versus Rams. Now look at this. The Rams looked amazing out there. And Kirk Cousins didn't look like the Kirk Cousins that you normally see. But he's still going to probably produce some points. The problem with him this year is that he doesn't have the same receiving options as he did last year, unfortunately. He lost a lot of weapons. So I guess this is like the year for him to prove himself. I don't know, though. As you can see, I'm trying to fit the cursor right in between there. There we go. The Saints, I kind of want to take the Rams, honestly. It's in LA again. I'm going to take the Rams. As much as I don't know, man. I don't like the Redskins. Division rivals. We're going to take the Rams. Next up, Cowboys, Broncos. Now, this is not just because I don't like the Cowboys, but I'm going to take the Broncos in this one. Here's why. I was thinking about it earlier. Well, last time they played, look at that. This was the huge scoring affair. It's been a while since they played. It's been 4 years since these guys played each other. Tony Romo and Peyton Manning were the quarterbacks at the time. That's how long it's been. But, besides the point, the Broncos' defense is insane. And we saw the Cowboys' offense be a little lackluster against the Giants' defense, who's also just as good, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. You go either way with them. But the Broncos' offense doesn't have their star receiver out. And who even is their star receiver? It's a coin flip between Demaryius Thompson and Emmanuel Sanders. If one of them are gone, it's no big deal. So that's why I'm taking the Broncos. Like, they have a better chance of beating the Cowboys than the Giants did without Odell. You know? And now it's like the Broncos not only have one receiver, they have two elite receivers, in my opinion. Demaryius Thompson and Emmanuel Sanders, who both had 1,000 yards receiving last year, who could probably do it again this year. And sure, they have a running back committee. The Cowboys have Ezekiel Elliott, but the defense is going to shut him down. And with that, I'm taking the Broncos over the Cowboys. Sunday Night Football, the rematch of the century. The Falcons that scored 44 points against the Green Bay Packers in that conference championship game. What happened? What just happened? What just happened? Where are we? Okay, well, anyways, let me talk about it while I go back. I think this is it. Here we go. No. Here we go. That's what I said. Okay, we're good now. Anyways, so Falcons, they looked alright out there last week. Packers looked alright too. The defenses, which one looked better? I don't really know. You could say the Packers defense looked really good, but that was because they were against this super easy O-line of the Seahawks that that any pass rush could go through. The Falcons have a better pass rush. It showed at the end of the game against the Bears, which is really clutch. And the Bears have a good O-line. They do. They have a good O-line. So it could go either way with this game. But it's in the new Atlanta Stadium, so they would not want to blow this game. I am going to go with the Falcons on this one. And last but not least, the best team in the league against the Detroit Lions. Now, it's in MetLife. I don't know about Odell coming back or not. Ah, fuck. Okay. So I don't want to make this a standard issue. See, I don't want to. I don't want to go against my Giants. But I mean, I don't want to ruin the record here. I'm already 10-5. I can't. I can't ruin my record. Let me just check right now. Let me see if they said anything about Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham's status. Really quick. Because when I was, if he's questionable still, what I'm gonna say is, if he plays, I'm gonna take the Giants, and if he doesn't play, I will have to take the Lions. And the reason why is because they just showed that offense that they are there to play. It says here, I'm looking at the Fantasy Football app. Ben McAdoo said Tuesday that Beckham remains day to day. So he'll probably be limited if he plays. But honestly, I'd rather have him in 100% than or not in at all, kind of way, you know. Ah man, so who would I take? I mean, last time these guys played, they played late in the season last year, and Odell scored that touchdown. That really helped them. He was the difference maker of that game. Um. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna say this: if Odell Beckham plays, I will take the Giants. If he doesn't play, then it's the Lions. So we'll come back to that next week. I'm sorry that I have to do it that way, but I can't really have a definite decision because he literally impacts the decision. It's one player that impacts the whole decision of the game. So, yeah. Just remember that. So, guys, that'll end my predictions for the week. What are your predictions for the week? Do you think any of these games are going to be crazy? The big game of the week is the Cowboys versus the Broncos. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? We should probably get tickets for this game. Oof, tempted. Yeah, guys. So, leave a like, subscribe, do all the crazy stuff down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.